She's renting a house, he or she's renting a house. The ceiling fell in. She called the place that she's renting from, and they told her to just go in another room and stay in there. We'll come out when we come out. And that's all they said. And they laughed and hung up. Now she's gonna find out who her council person is, and she's gonna call you and say, help. What can you do?
Okay, first of all, I know a little bit about that, I know a tidbit. First of all, you said she was renting,
Yes.
so someone else owned that house.
Yes, but she called the renter.
She called the renter,
She called
she called the person that owned the house.
she's renting from a company, from a real estate company.
Okay,
So she called the property manager.
So I will go back and talk to the city manager so he can get involved with the people that's managing that house. What you have to understand is the council, we live in a city where the city manager runs the city. The councils do not run the city. That's what we pay him for. So I will refer him so him and his police force and all that can take care of the issue. To talk to the mortgage people, to take care of that citizen. What I can do for that citizen is help them if it's raining or something like that, move the furniture, comfort them. But as a city council, it's not my job. I have to refer that to the city manager because someone owns that property and it's the person that managing that property or someone in the surrounding area. That's not the council's job.
Ditto. State of Taz now, okay. So the roof fell in.
Roof fell in.
Roof or the ceiling? Doesn't matter.
The whole thing. Just
Doesn't matter.
And let's say in the master bedroom and the living room, it just fell in.
So,
It just fell in.
called their property manager. You got last one. All right? They called the council member. Well, I would help assist that person dial 911 because I think that this is an emergency situation if your roof falls in. And I have true belief and trust in our professional fire department, our professional EMS department, and our professional police department. I have so much trust and faith in them. As a council member, I agreed last year in this year's budget to give everybody that's an employee with the city of Killeen a 3% increase in salary. Now, we also agreed to give all civil service employees, that's police, fire, and EMS, they're defined as civil service employees because it's codified in state statute. In other words, they have organizations that can communicate with the legislatures to get legislation approved or disapproved that they agree or disagree with. I believe in those people so much that we give them an additional 5% increase in salary. If that renter that rented that home or homeowner or whoever was living in that property and that roof fell down, the first thing we need to do is get a hold of 911 because those professional police officers and fire officers and EMS officers, they know who to call to get the social services that that person needs to get help to them now. As a council member, I would help that person make contact with 911, even if that meant getting a second cell phone in my house and making that phone call for them. And we would get a call for service is what it's called, and it's counted. When you see 2 police cars at an incident, that's 2 calls for service. When you see the ambulance, that's another call for service. If you see a fire truck, that's another call for service. That's how our professional policing force does. Crime was mentioned. When you're a community our size, it doesn't take too much to swing that crime number. I've spent lots of time with our police chief understanding crime numbers and statistics. So how would I help that person? I would assist them with the second phone if I have one available and call 911.
Okay, this is what I would do. If a young lady or young man calls me and says, I'm in my bedroom with my baby and it's leaking, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I would immediately go to her house I would find out who she's renting from. I would take her and the children down to the place where she's renting. I would demand action right then and there. I would not wait another day for the person that owns that house to let this person stay in that house and let the roof fall on her and her children. That is unconstitutional, it's not fair, and I'm quite sure that whoever this would happen to, it's happened to a lot of other people here. And that's one of the issues that we're gonna have to work on. And along with that, as being a precinct chair in my district, there are a lot of people in this situation like this. I think this person, we should form an organization to work on all these issues like this. Do not wait. Take that person down to, let's say it's Cloud Real Estate. Go down there and demand. Cloud Real Estate. Okay, let's say it's Cloud Real. I have to look for somebody. Okay, go down there. Fleming Real Estate. Okay, I use my Fleming. They would come to me and demand action right then and there. And what I would do, if I owned the house, I would go fix that roof right that day. That's what I would do. Huh? Right day. They should go to that real estate and demand action right then and there. Don't wait. Let's get it done now. Okay? That's what I would do. Okay. All right. Well, I just said cloud and came to my mind. Sorry about that. Let me real estate.
Okay.
But action should be done right away. You don't wait on something like that. That is unconstitutional. To let that person rain on her and her children. You know, it's terrible.
We understood what you meant.
I believe in action. I'm a precinct chair. When I've got 4 calls today about certain things that are happening in my district right now. One lady called and said they throwing trash all at the front and called to find out to try to get these things done. Nothing's happening. She said, Miss Fleming, what district does she live in? I said, look on her little card. It will tell you. If it's one of the 5 I mentioned, then you know what district she's in. And I'm running as a candidate. I'm also precinct chair. I will come and find out anything I can do to help out.
Okay, I want to thank the city council, the candidates